If you've got a number of Eve Bluetooth smart home devices and you're struggling with either range or connectivity, then check out this video, which is a full review of the Eve Extender. Hi, welcome back, and my name is John from HomeKit Authority. This is a channel dedicated to everything HomeKit, news, reviews, and tutorials. So if you're new around here and you've not already subscribed, then hit the subscribe button and also the bell button to be notified when new videos are available. So at a high level, the Eve Extend is a Bluetooth extender for Eve devices. Now it works with the majority of Eve Bluetooth products, with the exception of a couple of devices. It can support up to 8 simultaneous connections, and it effectively connects to your wireless signals to hopefully improve your connectivity or range issues with any of those devices. Now it's mains powered with a micro USB, and it comes in a very small form factor. Now before we get started in the main review, I just want to point a couple of things out with this device. It's not a HomeKit hub in the traditional sense, say with Apple TV or a HomePod. It only works with Eve devices, so other Bluetooth devices won't benefit from using this device. Secondly, it does not provide remote access to your devices when you're outside the home, as you would with a HomePod or a Apple TV. So if you have got a number of Eve devices and you've had connectivity issues or range issues, then this could be a device to help you. So first of all, looking at the design, the Eve Extend is a square white box, which is very minimalistic and there's not much to it. On the bottom, you find the HomeKit code along with these 4 silicone feet, which help it stay in place when it's on a surface. Around the back, you find the USB port along with the reset button. You also get a USB cable, a power adapter, and a number of different fittings to fit various different countries' power sockets. And this is typical with Eve products. Overall, the design is acceptable. It's a nice, small, compact design, and it allows you to put this into a discrete location or simply on a side to extend your Bluetooth connectivity over Wi-Fi. So now moving on to setting up the Eve Extend. Setting up the Eve Extend is similar to setting up any HomeKit device. Now you do this within the Eve Home app, which I rate really highly. You first of all tap to add an accessory and follow the normal HomeKit setup process, which involves scanning the HomeKit code and assigning the device to a room. Now when you get to the end of the setup process, then you can add other devices. Now you need to have the Eve devices already connected to the network, and in my case I've got a couple of these devices here. You simply select them and then add them to the Eve Extend. Now this takes a couple of minutes to set up, but it's really quick, really easy, and I didn't have any issues. And I've read on the internet that other people have had issues with setup, but the Eve Extend just worked first time and setup was really easy. Now you can add up to 8 Eve devices to the Extend. Now it's worth pointing out that once you've added the devices via the Eve Extend, they're no longer independently connected to HomeKit. So what that means is if the hub goes offline or you lose power or whatever happens, all of those Eve devices that are connected would also go offline. Now this is pretty similar to what happens say with Philips Hue or IKEA Trad-free Gateway, so it's no different, but it's worth pointing that out when you're setting them up. Now moving on to actually using the device, and as you can imagine, there's not much to it in terms of the outside. It just sits there. It does its job of extending the range of your Bluetooth devices over your Wi-Fi. But there's a number of things within the settings that you can either remove or add devices or update the firmware. So let's have a quick look at those and see how they all work. The status of any Eve devices that are connected to the Extend are shown within the Eve app, and these are visible and show you their status. If you click the settings icon, you complete several other actions. You have the option to update the firmware if a new version is available. You can also change some settings for devices that are connected. like an assigned room and device type. Lastly, you can also unpair the accessories from the Eve Extend if you so wish. Doing so adds the Eve device back into HomeKit directly, which I really like. You also have the option to add additional devices to Eve Extend by using the Assign Accessories button. And just like when you were setting up the device originally, you have a list of devices that are connected to HomeKit already that are available to connect to the Eve Extend. Interestingly, you cannot add a device directly to the Eve Extend from scratch. So for instance, if you've bought a new Eve device and you want to set it up with the Extend exclusively, you need to set it up with HomeKit first and then go through the setup process within the Eve Extend. Now, during my review, in all honesty, the device is pretty transparent in how it runs. It just sits there within your home and it extends your Bluetooth devices over Wi-Fi. Now, as I pointed out at the start of the video, I never had any issues with Bluetooth connectivity or range issues with Eve devices. Now, this may be down to the fact I run a number of Apple TVs and HomePods in my home. However, I did see a small improvement in the response time to my Eve Energy, which turns on some lights in one of the bedrooms. So my conclusion on this device, it does what it says on the tin. It connects your Bluetooth devices over Wi-Fi. Now, it's $49.99, and that is on the expensive side for what it does. However, it's in line with other devices. Setup and operation of this device is just a breeze, and it's really easy to set up. Now, it's a shame it doesn't work with other Bluetooth devices, but I want to point out this is not down to Eve. This is a HomeKit limitation. Although the Eve Extend does a good job extending and improving connectivity, you can still do the same thing with an Apple TV or HomePod to extend your devices, but also get remote connectivity and some other HomeKit features. However, that being said, if you are having connectivity issues with your devices and you've got a number of these, you don't want remote access, then this is a lot cheaper than buying a HomePod or an Apple TV. It will certainly improve your connectivity and improve your range. That's it, guys. That's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe. If you've got a question or comment, then leave it below. And also check out the rest of the channel, as I've got other HomeKit news reviews and tutorials that are available on this channel. Thank you very much. I'll speak to you soon.